In this video, I'm going to be sharing something that I found out today while I was doing a Bible study this morning. So, I've been studying Revelation, and I've been going through all the references throughout the Bible according to Revelation. And I started in Daniel 7, and I read something interesting that correlates to something I read in Revelation. So I'm going to start in Daniel 7. I'm going to start in verse 2. I, Daniel, saw in my vision by night the four winds of heaven stirring up the great sea, and four great beasts came up out of the sea, different from one another. The first beast was like a lion and had eagle's wings. Then, as I watched, its wings were plucked off, and it was lifted up from the ground and made to stand on the feet like a human being, and a human mind was given to it. Okay, so that's the first beast. A lion that had eagle's wings plucked from it, and that's made to stand up like a human, given with a human mind. Alright? Verse 5. Another beast appeared, a second one, that looked like a bear. It was raised up on one side, had three tusks in its mouth among its teeth, and was told, "Arise, devour many bodies." Okay, so that's the second beast, a bear. The third beast. After this, I watched. Another appeared, like a leopard. The beast had four wings of a bird on its back and four heads, and dominion was given to it. Now, that's the first three beasts. I'm going to get to the fourth one here. But if you come with me and I encourage you to get your Bibles, I'm taking off my notes. If you go to Revelation 13, I'm going to go straight. I'm going to go to Revelation 1 and then pay attention to Revelation and verse 2. Okay? And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, and on its horns were 10 diadems, and on its head were blasphemous names. Verse 2. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard, its feet was like a bear, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth. Alright? So if you go back to Daniel 7, from verse 4 to 6, you have a lion, you have a leopard, and you have a bear. And then in Revelation 13:2, there's a beast that has all the characteristics of a leopard, the body of a leopard, the mouth of a lion, and the feet of a bear. Now, what I think is those are three nations, or how it's written here, kingdoms that come together. All right, they're joined together. In Daniel, there are three separate ones. In Revelation 13, they're one. All right, so we're gonna go to verse 7, which is the fourth beast. After this, I saw in the visions by night a fourth beast, terrifying and dreadful and exceedingly strong. It had great iron teeth and was devouring, breaking in pieces, and stamping what was left with its feet. It was different from all the beasts that preceded it. And this is the bit that got me, is when it said, and it had 10 horns. Alright, and I thought, oh my gosh, yeah, it's definitely from Revelation. I remember reading a beast that has 10 horns. If you read further in verse 8, Daniel was considering the horns when another horn appeared, a little one coming up among them. To make room for it, three of the earlier horns were plucked up by the roots. There were eyes like human eyes on this horn, and a mouth speaking arrogantly. Okay? Now, let's see. We're going to go back to chapter 13. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard, its feet was like a bear, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth. And the dragon, which is the devil, gave it his power and his throne and great authority. One of its heads seemed to have received a death blow, but its mortal wound had been healed. In amazement, the whole earth followed the beast. They worshipped the dragon, for he had given his authority to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, "Who is like the beast, and who can fight against it?" The beast was given a mouth, uttering haughty and blasphemous words, and it was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months, 3.5 years. It opened its mouth to utter blasphemies against God, blaspheming his name and his dwelling, that is, those who dwell in heaven. Alright? Now you're also going to come with me to Revelation 17, verse 8. We're going to start in verse 8. Okay? The beast that you saw was and is not and is about to ascend from the bottomless pit and go to destruction. And the inhabitants of the earth, whose names have not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, will be amazed when they see the beast, because it was and is not and is to come. This calls for a mind that has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman is seated. Also, there are 7 kings, of whom 5 have fallen. One is living, and the other one has not yet come. And when he comes, he must remain only a little while. As for the beast that was and is not, it is an eighth, but it belongs to the 7, and it goes to destruction. And the 10 horns, there it is again, that you saw are 10 kings of who have not yet received the kingdom, but they are to receive authority as kings for 1 hour, together with the beast. These are these are united in yielding their power and authority to the beast. They will make war on the Lamb, Jesus, and the Lamb will conquer them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those with him are called the chosen and faithful. Alright? So you have the 3 beasts in Daniel 7, the first couple verses, that are going to be joined up later in Revelation 13, and then you have this beast with 10 horns, which I believe is the Antichrist, the power that he is given. Now, I want to share it with you because when I was reading that this morning, it all just clicked. And I thought it was very interesting. So please share your thoughts in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time. Like, Jesus have all the glory throughout all of this.